Yeah, so we are en route going to the hospital and to deliver baby Gregory Jr. So I am so hungry and so thirsty, but as you guys know, if you've ever had a baby, then you cannot eat for, they say midnight usually, just to make sure people don't eat before 8 hours, but it's an 8-hour span that you can't eat. But I still didn't. I think the last time I ate was, what was it? When did we eat?
A smoothie at 7.
Yeah, yeah. I had a smoothie at 7 and I had some Chinese food last night. But that is long gone. Okay. And but yeah, so we are on our way to the hospital, and I'm gonna try to, I don't know if I'm gonna vlog as much. Greg will probably be doing most of the vlogging as I get prepped and stuff for surgery, of course. So you know, you'll get to see him on the camera, or at least see his camera skills. Greg's like, girl, nah. But yeah, so we're on our way there, and I will check back with you guys once we get to the hospital. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Okay, so I'm at the hospital, and as you can see, and they got my IV in. Got that already started, and prepping for little Junior to come. And yeah, it's been pretty good so far, so good. And yeah, just different with wearing this mask and can't breathe hardly, but but it's better than having COVID, okay? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wear this mask and tough it out, right, Rebecca?
Right. We're all in this together.
We're all in this together. Greg is over there hanging out. Okay. Okay. And so I had to get my paperwork done, because now with COVID they don't do pre-op the day a few days before. So you do it all here. And so Rebecca is my nurse. She's really sweet. And so she's gonna do all my paperwork and get it all straight. And well, she already did it. She's gonna put my paperwork in. And then my doctor already came in to check on me, because she was on this floor. So she checked in and said hi to Greg for the first time, because she's never met him. She's never met Greg because of COVID. So he couldn't go to like all of my appointments and meet the doctor like he did with Riley Grace. So this was literally his first time seeing my doctor. So but yeah, guys, so I'm pretty calm now. My blood pressure was up a little bit when I got here. She said that's usually the case because everyone's nervous, but I'm all good now. So just waiting. It's about 9:10. Yep, so it's 10 after 9 o'clock. My C-section is scheduled at 10. So hopefully everything is going as planned. Hopefully I'll get out in 2 days. They said usually with people that have had C-sections prior to, like usually people that have had another a C-section before, they can approve them if everything is well, that they can leave in 2 days opposed to 3. So I am super excited about that, because I want to get back home in my own bed and get out of this hospital. And so yeah, guys, so I will probably check back with you guys later. Bye. The C-section went really well. I did not get on here This is not the day of the C-section. This is the next day. So I had my C-section on Thursday, and it's Friday now. And so yeah, but everything went good. I had a little bit of issues because I had so much scar tissue from the C-section and the myomectomy, which you guys know that I've had. I had a C-section with my first pregnancy, and then I had to have a myomectomy to get rid of the fibroids. So they said it just was a lot of scar tissue that they had to get through, and so it was very uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, it was like 20 minutes of just them pulling and tugging and pressing and just trying to cut through a lot of that scar tissue so that they can get him out. And so that was very uncomfortable, but for the most part after that it was really good. I've done so much better with this pregnancy, so thank you guys for your prayers. They were definitely felt like throughout the whole pregnancy, really. It's just been an amazing supernatural pregnancy for me, just because of the hiccups that I've had in with prior pregnancies, and to know now that it just went really, really good. Like today I am just day 2. It still kind of hurts getting up sometimes. Today is the really full day after surgery, and I'm up moving around. I don't have my IV in. They took that out. I'm just on Motrin and Tylenol right now for pain. So they took me off of morphine. And I've been able to like walk around. I'm standing up right now. And I've just been like this. I had a bowel movement. I've been passing gas, which probably y'all like, what? Well, those are big, huge milestones once you had a C-section, because so many things have happened with your body that sometimes it takes a while for your body to pass gas and to actually pee and to have a bowel movement. And so I've done all of that. I had a bowel movement today in the hospital. I've just been kind of really eating a lot of roughage, and just making sure that I keep myself open. The night before I came to the hospital on Wednesday, God kind of let me know, like, eat a smoothie tonight and put some flaxseed in it so that your body can be prepared and emptied out by the morning. And so, which was really a blessing, because before I had my surgery, before they put me in and did my spinal on Thursday at 10, I had a bowel movement around like 9:45. So it was perfect, because then I would have had all of that still in me today to try to push out. So thank God for that wisdom tip. I know you guys got tips for C-section for post C-section, but even pre C-section, that's a good tip to actually drink a smoothie, drink something that's going to loosen your bowels before surgery. That way you're not completely backed up, after surgery, depending on how your body handles the surgery, depending on will determine when you actually have a bowel movement. So that kind of will help kind of get that initial bowel movement out of the way. And what else? And so that was good. So I've had all of that. And like I was saying, like with my last C-section, I was at home when I had my first bowel movement. And I think I did pass gas when I was in the hospital, but I did not at all have a bowel movement. And so that was definitely different and new. And I really believe that that's because of you guys' prayers. Like, I sent prayers to people and was like, hey, pray for these things. And I believe y'all were praying for those things and some other things that God probably just laid on you guys' heart. So I definitely appreciate that from everybody that was praying for me. I definitely felt your prayers, and I'm very appreciative of it. the pregnancy was smoother, the surgery was smoother because of your prayers. So I thank you, thank you so much. I have a healthy, beautiful boy. I was like really wanting to breastfeed this time longer than I did with Riley Grace, and literally he came out cluster feeding. Like, come on, guys. Like, he was literally cluster feeding as soon as he came out. Like, I didn't get any sleep hardly last night because he was literally breastfeeding like clockwork. Like, every hour, every 2 hours, he was up wanting to eat and eating for like 30 or 40 minutes. So, extremely different. Like, I'm just telling you guys, when God is in control, and a lot of times it's like even when I was going through the process and I could tell that the pregnancy was different, it was like, okay, I'm having a boy. Okay, I got pregnant without having another surgery to get pregnant. Okay, I'm not as sick. Okay, like every time it was a milestone, it was almost like I was trying to make it not try to make it seem like nothing, but I was just like not trying to blow it out of proportion, even though those were things that I was believing God for. And I just saw God just checking things off of my list of things that I was believing God for and hoping that would be different. And I literally have seen his hand in this whole process, and it has been such a blessing. Like, it's just been beautiful, and to just see God answer your prayer and to know how much prayer does work, guys. Like, it really does work. Even if you're in the process and you have faith, but you're still trying to trust God through the process, like, he still is so faithful and so gracious to us that he will still honor that. Like, even if we're still kind of like up and down as it pertains to our trust that he's going to do it. So, but yeah, thank you so much. Today is Friday. I'm actually going to be able to leave tomorrow, so that is a blessing too, because I'm only going to be in the hospital 2 days. So it's just been so good. Like, it's been so amazing. But I don't know if you guys hear him cooing, but this is little Junior. I'm gonna show you guys, see if I can get my camera on him. He's like really knocked out. He's sleeping. There he is. Say hey, Junior. Say hello, everybody. Yeah, he's so tired because he was up every hour. I'm telling you guys, last night he was cluster feeding, just getting me ready, getting my boobs ready to produce this milk for him. So he had an early start yesterday. So today he's really tired, and so he did get circumcised. We got him circumcised today. So he had another little major surgery, because he went through a lot too, with the C-section yesterday. And so he's exhausted. I'm exhausted, was exhausted. And then he had to have his surgery today with the getting circumcised. And so that was a little much too for him. So he's just kind of getting his little rest that he needs. And I am gonna try to get some rest tonight. I'm gonna feed him soon because it's time, and then I'm gonna just try to hang out and chill out and enjoy this time, and try to take a shower because I have not taken a shower and I feel disgusting. And so I need to take a shower. Greg is in the shower now. He's been awesome. As you guys know, I told you he's the glue, the crazy glue that's been holding stuff together. And he does the same thing when I'm in the hospital. Like, he is a rock star. Like, he is definitely our hero. And so he's in the shower now. And so then hopefully I'll be able to take a shower since I'm leaving tomorrow. He had his bath already, so he smells all good. So cute, smelling good. But yeah, guys, so it's been really, really good. Yeah, so I just want to come back on here. I was trying to come back. I wanted to come back up here yesterday, but it was just a lot going on yesterday. And with me being in a lot of pain, I was just not feeling getting on the camera and vlogging. So today is a better day.
And we have broccoli waffles for dessert.
such a sweetie. You're so handsome. Hello, well, I'm here.
Hello, look, I love my brother.
You love your brother. He loves you too.
Back to my channel, and then welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. And then also make sure you subscribe down below, hit that little bell so that you're notified of all of my videos when they come up. They come up every Friday at 11 o'clock, unless I don't put them up because I just had a baby. But if you are new in here, you don't know about that, so you got to go all the way back and get the rest of the videos and all the other content so you can kind of be up to speed with my channel. But anyway, today we're just talking about my pregnancy. So we get down that Thursday. They immediately put an IV in my arm for fluid. So I had fluid in my body from probably about 9 o'clock maybe till until that Friday, like 10 o'clock. So to say the least, this pregnancy, I got swollen so bad. Like I feel like I have elephant's feet right now. Like still to this day, I have swollen feet. Like it's crazy. It's been a week, so my baby is a week old. Yay! And he is so cute. Oh my God, he is like, I mean, it's just like an instant love. When you have a child, if you haven't had a child yet, or if you have children, you already know. Like, it's just an instant love. Like, it's just crazy how you feel when you see the child that you've been carrying and nurturing and feeling kicked the whole time, and then you see them, like, they're here in your arms. Like, it's just adorable, simply adorable. So but he is perfectly fine, 10 fingers 10 toes, sound mind. He can see, he can hear. He passed all his little tests that he had to take at the hospital. He did get circumcised, so we definitely had to deal with that, you know, the healing process of that. So that was another element with you. If you have a boy, when you come home, that's just another process of just things that you have to do and take care of when you come home. Of course, you got to make sure the umbilical cord is not covered, and making sure that that's nice and dry, and you know that you're not, you know, covering it up, that it makes sure it gets a lot of air and things like that. But then also, if you have a boy, then you have the circumcision cut that you also have to contend with, making sure that you put ointment on it and gauze so that that area that's been cut doesn't stick to the pamper and then cause like irritation and stuff. So so then we had that, and then he also had to get his tongue tied, like this little thing there. I don't even know what it's called. I do, but I forget all the time. It was really tight, and so when he was trying to nurse, he couldn't like his tongue wouldn't like extend. So he had to have a little procedure done. So he had to get that cut, and this right here at the top was too close to his teeth. So he had to get that close. My daughter also got it done, and then she's gonna actually have to get this done because we went to the wrong doctor with her. They did a good job on this, but they should have cut this as well when she was little. Now she has to get that done. But he actually went to a doctor here, Dr. Kerr, and she's great. If you're looking for a doctor that specializes in that, Dr. Kerr at Commonwealth Ear, Nose, and Throat is awesome. She did an awesome job, very patient, so sweet. So I would definitely recommend her to anybody. She did my son's lip, upper lip and bottom. So now he's nursing a lot better. He's still kind of adjusting because I feel like it's a little sore for him. So he's still like kind of starting off latching. I'm talking about breastfeeding people. He starts off his latch a little. It's a little painful in the beginning because I think he's still trying to get used to the soreness in his mouth and just figuring out like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So, but yeah. So side note. So that's that. So I got my fluid all throughout Thursday through Friday. I had all this fluid, and so I'm extremely swollen. So if that's something that happens to you after you have your pregnancy, just make sure you drink a lot of water. I've been putting lemon in my water because it's an antioxidant, so it helps with swelling and elevating my feet above my chest. And so that has been helping, although it's been helping, it still swells throughout the day because I'm still walking around and things like that. And so I had my week checkup, and she's like, this is normal, don't be alarmed. If you want to wear compression socks, you can, but the most important thing is elevation of your feet, to just let those fluids come out, because I had a lot of fluid with my IV. So that is that. So if you have swelling, ladies, don't be alarmed, but also make sure that you are resting and elevating your feet whenever you can, so you don't get any blood clots and things like that. So yeah, that was that. And so throughout the process, that Thursday, I had my surgery at 10. He was born at 10:45, so not a lot. It didn't take a long time. I had a C-section, and but it was, I had some little rough moments throughout the C-section, just because of the prior C-section I had and the myomectomy I had to remove the fibroids. They had to really get through a lot of scar tissue to prepare him to come out, for them to remove him. So that was just a lot. Like, it was like 30 minutes of them just pressing and pulling, and I was just like, I don't know if I was hyperventilating, I don't know if I was having a panic attack or what, but they had to give me medicine to like calm me down, and because I just felt like so uncomfortable, it was just crazy. So but yeah, so they gave me something for that. So and then Thursday was pretty cool. They had me on morphine and some other pain medicine. Now, the morphine will make you itch. Like, that's one of the side effects. So I was like itching, and of course you have to wear a mask the whole time. So I'm itching underneath the mask. Like, it was just crazy. Like, the side effects from medicine is wonky, okay? But so that was Thursday. I didn't really do a lot Thursday, just kind of laid in the bed, breastfed, and breastfeeding was funny because he came out cluster feeding on Thursday. So every 45 minutes to an hour, he was ready to eat. He was on my boob, like breastfeeding every hour. And this started when he was born, right? So this was Thursday all the way to like 10 o'clock on Friday morning was really when he actually stopped cluster feeding, and I was able to get some sleep. So this is, I'm telling you guys, so this is real talk. Okay, so Thursday, I got to be there at 8 o'clock. I have to get there at 8 o'clock, have the surgery, do all this, so I don't get any, every hour I'm waking up between him feeding and between the doctors and the nurses coming in, and like, I was just like, can I get some sleep? I was so tired, but so excited. It was just so much adrenaline, but it was just, it's all worth it. But just know that your baby may come out cluster feeding, which is good because they help stimulate that breast milk. So that was cool when we finally got to get some sleep. So then going into Friday, they took me off of my IV and stopped the fluid because I was looking at my IV and it was like my arm was like puffy. And I was like, okay, I need to call the nurse in, and it's like, okay, do you need to flush this out? Do you need to start a new one? Because this is not looking good. So they just ended up taking it out, and then they started to give me ibuprofen and Tylenol every 6 hours because I didn't want any like strong narcotics, just because I don't really do well with medicine anyway. So I didn't want any oxycodone, and I just didn't want any of that because I know how my body operates with medicine, and you definitely have to know your body and definitely pay attention while you're in the hospital. I went to St. Mary's here in Richmond, Virginia to deliver my baby, both of my babies, but you just have to pay attention. Like, you have to pay attention to your IV. You have to pay attention to your meds. Even though they are supposed to give you medicines every so often, you have to pay attention to make sure that they're on top of things, because the hospital is very busy, and they had like 7 other deliveries when I delivered that day. So it was a lot going on, and it's a big undertaking for the nurses. And then as you have your evening nurses and your morning nurses, and they're transitioning, and sometimes information doesn't get, conveyed correctly, and so sometimes it's a lot. So pay attention to your body, pay attention to your IV, pay attention to the board that's up, so you know what's going on. Like, you don't want to just be completely oblivious and just solely relying on the nurses. You want to make sure that you're paying attention, and then also your husband or your mate, is your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, that is there at the hospital with you, that they're paying attention to what's going on. So Friday, I was, they took out my Foley, which is like a catheter, so that because I couldn't go to the bathroom because I was numb from like the chest down. So I couldn't go to the bathroom all day on Thursday because I couldn't walk because I couldn't feel my legs. So they took that out on Friday. So then I was able to move around and do things like that. And I was usually with my daughter, I was in the hospital for 3 days, but this time I was only in the hospital for 2 days. So I was released from the hospital on Saturday. I got there Thursday, when normally I would have had to stay an extra day. So they're saying that if you've had a C-section before, they'll sometimes let you leave early because you kind of know what to expect. And then also, along with everything with COVID, they're trying to like get people out of the hospital as soon as possible if they are in the condition that they can leave. Now, they're not going to just release you if they feel like you are not ready or baby's not ready, because baby has to have all of his things checked off the list as well, labs and tests and things like that, before they are able to discharge you both. So so just keep that in mind if you're having a C-section or if you're doing a vaginal delivery, that you may leave earlier just because of COVID. Ain't nobody trying to stay in the hospital longer than they need to anyway. So thank you, 2 days. Peace. Okay, so yeah, so I was out in 2 days, but so I got home. And it was like, it's crazy. It was like, it felt good. Like, it just felt like, okay, I have another child. Like, that was main thing, was like, I cannot believe I'm a mother of 2 now. Like, it was a lot. So, but it was emotional. I was having a son. I wanted a son. Like, it was just, it's just been beautiful thus far. Has it been hard? Yes. Have I wanted to, like, crawl up under the bed and just hide out and sleep? Yes, I have been. Has my toddler been helpful? Yes. Has she also been overbearing? Yes. So my toddler, Riley Grace, is 3. She's very excited, very just energetic. She has this baby that's now in the house all the time. She's a big sister. She's very excited. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know when to not help. She doesn't know that when she thinks she's helping, she's really not. She's just trying to adjust with everything. And so but it's really cute. Like, she's doing a great job with the transition, and prayerfully she will continue to like her brother and love him as much as she does in a couple of months as he continues to cry and different things like that. So but yeah, that is going really good. So let's talk about some essentials. So pregnancy went good. Thank you guys for all of your prayers. When I tell you that it was simply amazing just to feel the prayers of you guys, like, it was so good. Oh, another thing, I would say bring some music, bring a headphone. They had a speaker there that if I wanted to play music while they were doing the C-section, they could play it like on a Bluetooth speaker, but I just wanted to just have it in my ear, so I opted out of that. But yeah, so just kind of keep that in mind. Have some music that calms your spirit, whether it's worship music or whatever your favorite melody or whatever you like to listen to. Just have something that you can kind of have in your ear while you're just kind of going through this process to kind of calm your spirit down. Because a lot of times if you're having your first child, even if this is my second child, I still want it to be calm, you know what I mean? And the spinal, they gave me a spinal. It was not bad. A lot of people scare people with getting, an epidural or a spinal. It really literally feels like a bee sting. Like, it's not bad. It's like a sting and then a pinch. So I don't want people to be freaked out about like getting it done, because I was totally freaked out because people are like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. Girl, if you get it done, you're gonna be happy that you did, and it's not that serious. Okay. So let's go over to some essentials that you need after after a C-section or a vaginal, like after pregnancy. So you definitely need to drink a lot of water, especially if you're swollen. You need to drink a lot of water. This is called SLM. I don't know if it's like short for something. I mean, let's see, simplymodern.com. This is like my husband bought me this mug. It's so cute. And this actually fills up the whole big hospital mug that they give you. This is like what this is, the whole thing. And it has ice in it. And it keeps your water, keeps your drink cold or hot for 24 hours. And it came with these black cool straws. It also came with this top, and then also another top that's like, it flips up that you can like sip out of it if you want to like drink hot tea or something like that. So water. This thing will change your life. Like, this is what they give you in the hospital. Let's see if you can, if I can zoom in on it. Okay, so it's like a squirt bottle, because when you have your baby, vaginal or C-section, you're gonna have to clean that area down there, and you cannot wipe. You can't just be wiping like you normally do. So that is really good to kind of just give you a feeling that you're clean. And in the beginning, you won't be able to take a shower, so that just gives you a nice, clean, refreshing feeling. I like to use warm water, not like cool, because I want to give the effect that I'm getting clean like a shower. So that is really, really good. This is vitamin E, guys. So vitamin E is really good for your scars. So make sure, like if you're having a C-section like I did, once you're completely healed, then you want to start rubbing that on, because that'll actually help fade your scar, almost like Mederma, but it's not as expensive. So you can use that. A natural vitamin E is really good. I also have my vitamin E that I use in my hair, because your hair goes through it when you are pregnant. You have postpartum shedding, you have all kind of like things that can happen. Like I had a big old bald spot the last time I had my baby. It was like this big of a bald spot, like seriously. Also another thing for which is really good is this. It's called, let me see if I can, come on, zoom. Okay, good. Raspberry leaf tea. So this is really good for to help with your uterus, and so it says supports healthy menstruation and tones the uterus. So this is really, really good, and it's just going to help your uterus tighten up, get back to its normal size, so that it continues to heal really, really good. Also, you need to have, if you're going to breastfeed, you want to make sure you have a good nipple cream. Now, I have these two that I really, really like. This is from the Honest Company. This is this one. And then I also like the one from Boobies. What's the name of the company? Bamboobies. So that's this one. I love them both. They're both organic. They're non-toxic, which means that you can definitely breastfeed while you're, you can have it on while you're breastfeeding and it won't harm the baby. I suggest you put it on before and after, just to kind of lubricate your nipple area before you breastfeed, and then after to kind of heal it, to make sure you're not getting any scabs and a lot of redness and things like that. Now, I had to do a little like phone calls to a couple people, because I was like, what is going on? This baby is not latching on, and so I had to do some phone calls, because I needed some help. I was like, this is not working, like whatever. So I literally called one of my friends and literally FaceTime her with my boob out. Yes, I mean, you gotta do that sometimes. You gotta have friends like that, just like ride or die, right? So she was just like, okay, put it in his mouth. Oh, he's looking like he's natching good. And you know, your girl ain't small up here, so it's a lot. So, but anyway, so you want to make sure you have some people in your circle that you know they have breastfed and have been successful. And not that it's, even if they're successful, it doesn't mean that they didn't have a hard time, but you want to have somebody that kind of knows some ins and outs and can help you along the way. So that is that. Also, these are really good. I was actually gifted this by my friend that actually helped me with latching. She had extra of these. These are like nursing pads, and these are really good if you're breastfeeding because you are gonna leak a lot. And I had some of those before with my first pregnancy, but I just didn't feel like they worked. And I don't know if it was because I wasn't using them properly or what, but they actually work a little bit better than they did last time. Then also, I would suggest you get some of these. So these are good. Now, okay, so I got a 2X. I got a bigger size because I was thinking I did not want any tension or nothing on my C-section incision because that area is very, very sensitive when you first get out of the hospital. When I tell you I could have got a large, I should have got a large, and I probably will order another pack and get a large. It's truly too big. Like, they are humongous. Like, I feel like I have on somebody else's underwear. But anyway, it serves a purpose. I like the fact that they have a built-in pad on the inside. At the doctor's office, when you're at the hospital, tell them to give you everything that they can. Like all the disposable panties that they have, the pads, the little squirt bottle that came from the hospital. They will give you Pampers, they will give you wipes, because at the end of the day, your insurance is paying for it. You are paying for most of it, okay? So take what you can. If you have a boy and he got circumcised, tell him to give you some more of that petroleum jelly. Tell him to give you some more gauze. Like, get them to give you the things that you need so that you can go home and feel like you have the things that you need and you don't have to go right out and do anything, because you cannot do a whole bunch of walking around when you have a C-section. I'm not sure about vaginal birth and how that all works, about walking around, how that works, because I've never had that experience. But I know with a C-section, your tail gonna be sitting down most of the time. Just saying. So those are some of the things that I use after my pregnancy to kind of ease breastfeeding, to help with feeling clean, help with my incision as far as the comfort of panties and different things like that. If you can find like nice pajamas, if you can find like PJs that have like a short and top set with buttons, that's always good, because you can unbutton your shirt and just breastfeed really easily. If you have like, of course, like nursing tank tops and things like that, anything that's going to be easily accessible for you to breastfeed your baby and or pump if you're going to be using a breast pump. So you want to have something that's kind of easy to transition to while you're breastfeeding. I think that is it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, one other thing, oatmeal. Eat oatmeal. Oatmeal is really good to help produce breast milk. Just, you know, just food for thought. Oatmeal. So even if you're pregnant now, eat oatmeal. Eat it maybe once a day, twice a day. That kind of will start helping, you know, that breast milk, helping the process, I believe, too. So before you start breastfeeding. But anyway, I think that's it, guys, for this video. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you like this video. If you are not a subscriber already, then go ahead and subscribe down below. Smash that bell so you're notified every Friday when I put up new videos. Prayerfully, I still will do it every Friday with a newborn and a toddler. Side note. But then also give me some thumbs up, comment down below. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.